Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 18 of DeGodCast, the podcast by DGens for DGens. Today is the day after the 4th of July. God bless America. It's JB, part of your fucking duo of hosts again. Chapters on baby duty. I heard he's low-key teaching picture books how to, run the fucking mic and do Twitter spaces, but he'll be back. But anyways, as always, we appreciate y'all tuning in. And if you want to support the pod, please like and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. Feel free to chuck any donations over to DeGodCast.soul. But most importantly, tell your fucking friends that they're not going to make it if they don't tune in. So normally, this is where we'd have the recap. But, I mean, let's be real. Not much has really happened in the last week. NFT NYC kind of was the highlight of the last couple weeks. Duppy's probably delayed, not on the 15th. Something about we all own the IP rights to our DeGods.
Or something.
Killer Threes or something. Nobody read that. Killer Threes on a fat losing streak. We're not going to talk about that either. And Frank's Twitter got hacked. So yeah, there we go.
String of L's.
The recap. So without all that, this week's guest is a little different than usual. They're part of the new generation on crypto Twitter that I like to call the Spaces Kids.
Oh.
Some of you know her as at Jocelyn Kavaski.
Or Jameson.
Some of you know her as Jocelyn Kelly. Some of you probably know her way too well. But anyways, Jocelyn, Jameson, JMO, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just chilling.
Cool.
Chilling with the boys on a podcast, you know.
There you go. And that's what we're going to do. Chilling with the boys. So I say we take this chronologically. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, start with porn, and then get into the transition to NFTs. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm down. That sounds good.
Okay, cool. Because personally, I have way more questions about the porn part than I do NFTs. That shit is boring.
Yeah, everyone has questions about things. So
we'll try and keep it fun and not get too serious. But we'll start with the basics. What got you into porn, and then did you make a bag or nah?
So when I got into porn, first of all, like, I know this sounds crazy, but growing up, I always wanted to be that bitch. Like when I was very young, like when they asked me what I wanted to grow up as, like I would say exotic dancer. Like because I just thought they were like hot. Like I've always been like, I want to be the girl with the long hair, the eyelashes, the big boobs. Like the trophy wife, like. And
when you say this, what age are we talking here?
Like very young. I'm not gonna even say, but very young.
Did you know like an exotic dancer? Like how did you know what an exotic dancer was when you were a young girl?
Okay, and my mom.
Your dad's an exotic dancer?
Is hot. Okay, she was in Playboy, and
nice.
She's super hot.
Who's your mom?
Bombshell. I'm not gonna dox my mom, but
fair.
Super hot, blonde, bombshell. And I'm always like, I want to be just like my mom. She's so hot. Like, you know, she's like the it girl. And growing up, like, yeah, I've always been like aware that things like that happen. Like, so yeah. And like when growing up, like, I watched like the Hugh Hefner like show with like Bridget and Holly and all of them. And I watched that all day long. I idolized them. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to be that hot playmate. Like,
no parental controls on that TV growing up.
No parental controls. Like, my mom was like super supportive, you know? So I was like, I'm going to be that girl. That's going to be me. I'm going to be on that TV, like looking hot, like in LA in the mansions. And, when I turned 18, I was like, everyone was telling me like, oh, you would be like a really cool porn star. Like you should do it. Like you're really hot. And like people just kept saying it to me. And then like I had like a boyfriend at the time, but he like cheated on me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm going to go to Miami and start doing porn. So I literally like, so I have a friend.
Miami.
I have a friend.
Is that the spot?
Yeah,
I feel like it's usually LA.
I've been in Miami so much. So yeah, I had a friend that I saw like from when I went to school. I was mostly homeschooled, but when I did go to school, I did meet someone and like added them on Facebook or whatever, like Facebook days. And I saw that she did that, and I was like, hey, like, who's your agent? So I did like barely any research going into this, but he was an awesome agent, by the way. Like, it was amazing. It was like just luck,
Nice.
like when So she got me in, and then I was in Miami like a few days later, like shooting. I'm like, yeah, it was
waste no time.
It was crazy. And my first shoot was Team Skeet.
Okay.
Which is like crazy because like there's
straight for the big leagues.
Oh my God. My third shoot was Brazzers.
She's like, I'm gonna be that.
I was like, no fucking way. Like, it was so crazy.
Straight to the top, like DeGods.
I cannot believe it. Like, I was like so in shock. Like, they all loved me. And like, I was like, okay, like the porn, because when I first wanted to do it, I wanted to be like a centerfold model, which I've already been there, done that a few times.
Which those don't exist anymore.
No, they do. Yes. I'm in like 2 hustlers.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. So that does.
I've got a Playboy from like 1987 in my desk drawer.
They
and that's
still do that, but now it's like online.
Are you a Playboy centerfold?
I'm on the Centerfolds website.
Okay.
Yeah,
that a girl?
as like
Round
a
of applause.
Centerfolds. Yeah, I have like an account, like a page and stuff. Like you can actually subscribe to me on Playboy.
Word.
So
you got the best agent in the porn game off rip.
He's not like the best, but he's pretty fucking good. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to do porn that long. I'm going to do like 4 months, get like my feet in the water. Cause like, I really wanted to focus on just like nude modeling. Yeah, no. So my browser scene came out so fast. Like sometimes it takes like a year for these videos to come out. It came out in like 3 weeks. Damn. And like I immediately was like hitting the charts. And then my Team Skeet one came out. Then my Mofos one came out. And then like all these things were like bam, bam, bam. I was shooting scenes like 6 times a week.
Jesus.
For like years. And then like it was just like over and over, like bam, 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 hits. And like I was just like, I can't stop. I cannot stop. Like I was like, this shit is nuts. Like people,
how much were you getting paid for a scene, if you don't mind?
Okay, well, so like you have your agency fees, which are like 10%, and then you have like, so we pay for our own wardrobe, but that's like whatever.
Which is not much.
And then we have to pay taxes on it. So
that's fair.
Yeah, so we only get paid like $1,000 before this is all cut.
Really?
Yeah.
So like
people,
and that's for like a full day's worth of shooting, or is it a couple hours?
It's honestly like if you don't do that, like you have to love this to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Like
I feel like that's a big debate of, I mean, people who obviously don't do porn is like, I think it's kind of a belief among a lot of people that like if you do porn, especially like consistently, like you make a fucking bag off of it. But then I've also heard people say the opposite, where like you basically get paid.
if I'm shooting 4 to 6 scenes a week, I'm making $4,000 to $6,000 a week.
Not the worst
not too bad
gig in the world.
Has things changed for you since like OnlyFans came out? Do you make more doing that?
Oh my God, I have like a love relationship with OnlyFans. Okay, so first,
is it harder probably because like you're your own agent, or?
I have a good story. So like, I've been on OnlyFans when it was in beta. Okay, and like I was like, I don't even fucking like fuck with this. This is cool idea, whatever. It used to be cool. It used to be like, I literally would have my subscription so fucking high and post like 1 time a week. Or like 1 time every 2 weeks. Like, and they and they didn't
like a video or like a couple pictures,
like some
or
pictures. And they didn't care. They were like, they were all paying for it. It was like they didn't care. Like they just wanted to like see something behind the scenes or something.
Give me a timeline. Is this like peak COVID where everyone's stuck in the house and horny as fuck?
This is like 2016, 2017.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, like I'm an OG, okay? Like, yeah.
I don't think I even knew what OnlyFans was then.
Dude, yeah. Like,
did it exist?
This is what I'm saying, dude. It used to be good. And then like OnlyFans during the pandemic, oh my god, it's so fucking crazy. Like, it's so hard to make money because during the pandemic people were so broke. They're like, here's 20 videos for $3. And I'm like,
everyone else came in and cramped the game.
Yes, like hundreds of thousands of girls are like, here's this for $3. I'm like, bitch, like, what?
Know your worth, bitch.
I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell. And people are like, oh, well, your shit's already online. I literally have over like 400 videos.
What do you get, like a fraction of a cent per stream or something?
I don't get anything for streams because we're independent contractors and shit. So like when we sign the contracts, we don't own it.
So you get paid and that's it.
I can't even use the pictures.
You get paid for the work. Damn.
They don't own the pictures.
No way.
Me. Yeah. So like I know nothing of the content. And
I'm thinking like if you're like a top 10 like porn star on Pornhub or something, you're making like that residual bag.
You have
what I'm thinking here is that you need to kind of buy your masters back, and maybe you could do that through some sort of NFT scheme.
You know how much it would cost for me to do that?
Well, we can do anything here in Solana, so I'm not. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
It's fine. I can for that amount of money, I can make my own videos because I know everyone in the industry. I know all the top. I'm friends with all of the browsers, production. I have all the connects to make my own porn company because I'm like an OG. I've been in for like 7 years.
I mean, you know, if you did that in like NFTs and crypto, you would probably be filthy fucking rich.
Well, the thing is, like, I have not found a team. Like,
fair.
I honestly have a really hard time making friends or like building a team. I just feel like
it's hard to find people when literally everyone you're talking to is like a fucking stranger with an animal picture.
Yeah, it's really
and
difficult.
Nobody's real.
I'm also like very antisocial and like awkward and like I feel like I
interesting.
bother.
That to me does not.
Haven't seen it yet, but
I
maybe.
know that like I'm really good at like
personality does not go with like shooting porn for years.
I'm actually like really shy, like not gonna lie. I feel like I'm bothering people all the time, so I just don't like ask them.
Fuck those people.
Yeah, but I think one day it will happen. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've seen like, I mean, people have dabbled. There was that one on ETH that we were talking about earlier, Slate, fucking
Irene Dow.
Yeah, no, not entirely sure what the details on that are, but I'm sure it'll come sooner rather than later.
I just like, I hate taking money from people, as weird as that is.
No, you got to weaponize your simps. They're there and they want to be pointed in the direction and shot. I need to learn how to be a shitty person.
Like sometimes I'm like, I should like
no, don't do that. Fuck that.
Not like a shitty person, but like I need to like.
You can be a benevolent queen to your simps and just kind of, you know.
I mean, like I know I'm giving them something, but like I'm like such a giver that I never take from anyone. It's so bad. Like that's like my toxic trait. You got to work on your not
taking, but you got to work on your like getting for free. Like people offer me shit and I'm like, yeah, sure, man, and I'll do something in return for it. And I don't consider that taking.
I consider that taking. That's what's fucked up. Like I could give people like everything off my back and then like expect nothing.
Yeah, you gotta work on that a little bit. All right, back to porn though, because we can talk about NFTs later. What I just am gonna ask it. Squirting is peeing, right?
Okay, so I've squirted a million times, like normal without peeing. But if you're doing, let's say you're on Squirt Angels Volume 14, you're booked for the squirt
I got the DVD
scene.
under my bed.
I have to chug like fucking 3 liters of water and then just piss on everyone. you know.
So the explosive squirting that you read about is piss.
So it's piss,
but
unless she really likes
squirting.
No, but there's real
piss?
squirting. But if it's a squirt DVD, like if the whole thing is around squirting, then you have to pee.
Okay, I've always wondered that.
You know, it's like half.
And it sounds like
you gotta do what
it's
you
in
gotta
the middle.
do.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's all acting.
So I
Like,
I guess
can
in the
actually
same
go into that.
kind of in like the same thing. Like, are these cum shots real, or are these like tubes?
I was about to go into that. So
Go
the
off.
depth of this. So
go. I didn't know you could even fake a cum shot. Let's hear it.
Okay, yeah. So this is fucking crazy. You have no idea. Like when people,
let's go.
No one asks me these questions, so I literally wait for people to ask me these types of questions. Okay, because it's gnarly.
Okay, I got a ton.
It's fucking gnarly. Okay, so one time, okay, actually 2 times, maybe, I don't know. I've shot like 400 scenes. There's been times where they put a tube under the guy's dick and they have the PA hold the tube under his dick and like they have the camera standing on a ladder over him. Like,
see, I knew I was enough.
Oh my God, stop. It's so gross. And then
ropes, dude.
And then like, so they put Cetaphil face wash into the tube and then squirt it out and then pretend that they're coming.
Oh, at least it's good for your skin.
Yes. So like almost all of like, okay, so for pictures and for a lot of like cum things, it's Cetaphil. It's Cetaphil. And
do they go to wipe it off and you're like, wait, no, give me some hot water.
So many guys, like I have I'm assigned personal assistants. I usually have like 2 on set, and someone like always
what's their job?
So wipe my feet for me and my asshole and like, you know, like rub oil all over me. Like, cause like, okay, so I'd be rolling around set all day with oil over me. So like shit is sticking all over my body, all over my pussy. Yeah. Like things are just sticking all over me, and these dudes have to wipe me with baby wipes.
Fucking lint and
like,
shit.
Yeah, I'm literally a lint roller, and there's like
that sounds so gross. Dude, that's like my worst nightmare.
And these guys have to follow me around and wipe me all day, which I mean, it's cool to get paid to do that, right? Like they like feed me, water and like bananas, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
"Wait, pause. Is that called feeding?" When you're giving somebody a liquid?
Well, they'll like give me. I've had people like literally feed me.
I guess guzzle you. I don't know.
Yeah. So like, yeah, these people, I love them. They're like my besties. They help me get dressed. I don't even have to dress myself. These people dress me.
But you have to buy your own outfit though.
True.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of sets where I don't, but there's a lot of sets that I do. It's probably like, well, at first I had to buy like all my new clothes, but like over time, as an experienced actress, people know what they want me to wear. Because
I honestly can't, unless it's like, you know, there's a fucking theme to the video. I can't think of a porn video that's more than just like regular clothes. Like what is an outfit that you would have to wear and have to like go out and buy?
Outfit, cheerleader outfit, nanny outfit.
There's so many different things, honestly.
What the fuck is a stepsister outfit?
Usually, like when I'd go to set, I'd have like 2 giant suitcases or something, unless they have something for me. Of like just like all sorts of like different things, like lingerie, like stripper things. Because sometimes when I get to set, they have like, so I get sent scripts and like what they want me to wear like the day before, 2 days before.
Right.
And they tell me what they want me to wear, like a basis. But there's been a lot of times where I've gone to set and they change the script. They're like, "Oh, you're not a stepsister today. You are coming home from the club." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this? I didn't bring this." So like, so also there's a lot of times where they have the clothes, but they don't fit me because like my agent didn't send the right measurements or some shit. So like, it's just like, it's. Are you
a good actor?
I'm a horrible actor. Like, like scripts are like not my thing. I can never remember my lines, so I just turn into my own. And there's some directors that like hate that, and there's some people that love it. It's just like, it's so annoying.
I'd say my sound is probably off half the time anyways, so it doesn't matter. But
sneaky jerks.
What's the worst You know, like the famous like Lisa Ann shark in the bathtub scene?
No, I haven't seen that. I don't really watch a lot of porn, but I do know Lisa Ann. She's cool. She's OG.
So she has like, I don't even know if I've actually seen the video, but it's this hilarious, like iconic scene. And it's some guy in a fucking bathtub and it's Lisa Ann in like a lifeguard uniform. And she says something like, you need to get out of the bathtub. There's sharks in there. And he's like, wait a minute, this is a bathtub. What's like the cheesiest, worst fucking like scene that you ever had to do?
I've shot like 400 scenes, so like I don't even remember most of the really good ones.
One of them has got to stand out. Or if you don't have like a worse like script or scene that you had to do, what was just like the worst?
I have so many like browsers when they send me scripts are like 10 pages long. It's crazy. And I have to memorize and like know all of it. There's like Mofos is like no Reality Kings sends me the craziest scripts with like the photos. Oh my God, wait. Speaking of, before I lose this thought, one time, so like if you're not working one day, you get put on like an emergency like call sheet. Like one girl has like fucking yeast infection. One girl's throwing up because she did shit the night before. So like I got called and they're like, hey, can you go do this scene? And I go there and I'm reading the script. And so they always have pictures of what they want you to do, like what positions or what angles they want.
Oh yeah.
And I looked and they were using pictures of me. And the scene wasn't.
And it wasn't even supposed to be yours.
The scene wasn't even of me. I was like, why didn't you hire me in the first place?
You're like, damn, bitch, I wrote the book on this.
These people are literally showing girls how to perform like me and like be like me and writing scripts like me. And then not even hiring me at this point. But I
Did you make them pay extra after you saw that?
I was so pissed. But that was like so funny. I was like, really damn. That actually has happened like a few times. But that was like one time where all of the pictures were me. And I was like, this is like weird because like they were going to make some other girl be me for like 12 hours. That's wild.
I guess it makes sense. Like, you know, you put the words of how you want to be, what position or whatever in a script. It's way easier to just slap a picture in there and be like, hey, just fucking
pictures and
pop
words.
This leg up here and fucking twister this one over here. What's your like the most awkward thing that's happened to you? And it doesn't have to be like in maybe a scene, but maybe just like in the NFTs industry
or was it in porn? I could.
Most awkward thing, but like what do you define as awkward? Because like I think everything is
not
awkward.
Like in your life, like you look back on your career as a porn star. What's like the most awkward moment that stands out to you? And like ideally, it's a funny thing that fucking happened when you were recording or something.
What do you mean by awkward though? Like during sex, or like during like
whatever.
Just what was weird, I guess.
Well, so many things are weird.
Like you were getting gangbanged and like one dude's rope accidentally like ricocheted into the other dude's eye or something like that. Like just give me fucking something.
It's so weird because like this over time, like I've been a porn star for like 7 years. Over time, like this is like normal for me. Right. Like weird things. Like I guess that's weird. Let's see.
We can come back to it. I got more.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one because it's so normal for me because it's just like a job.
Put that in your back pocket. It doesn't have to be like a weird.
It's a job to me. So if anything happens, it's in one ear out the other. I don't.
Yeah, but it like I do shit that's weird to regular people, but that's normal at my job. But then sometimes there's like something just super fucking uncomfortable or awkward or random that happens at my job that's like a funny story.
Yeah, I'm not like so awkward.
Not necessarily just okay. All right, that's slightly disappointing, but
I know I'm gonna maybe I'll think of something. I think I'm going to.
All right, if it comes to you, you let me know and we'll circle back. Mm-hmm. But Bush, is it back?
Oh, Bush is back, good? Baby. Yes.
Forever?
Oh, I love Bush.
I gotta vote
like
for Bush.
Oh, I fucking love Bush. Like they're just
like I don't know. I can't really.
It just gives like it's like when girls contour their face. They like contour their pussy, like, but I feel like it's like a zodiac. Like what a girl does with her pubic hair says like everything about her zodiac.
Personality.
It's just everything about her personality.
I mean, this is the best argument I've heard for Bush before, so props to that.
It really does. But like, honestly, I love, like, I have like a kink, okay? So like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. But like, when I fuck, like, I love to pull my bush. Like, I know that's fucking probably weird. And I know a lot of girls who like to do that, but it's like painful, but in a good way. So it's like the equivalent. Like, I like to like, sorry, this is weird.
Will you ask your partner to pull your bush, or is that like a solo thing?
I mean, they can do it if they want, but like, I'll just do it myself. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, but if you're listening, put that in the playbook. But yank the bush a bit.
I just like, yeah. So sometimes like, I know guys are pussy and they don't want to slap me. Like, I've been like almost like borderline, like, please just like hit me, like,
knock me the fuck out,
please. And like, I like begging. And if they don't, if they're like, if I'm fucking like a good guy, I'm like, okay, oh, that's cute. You're cute. Well, you're a sweet romantic. I have to slap myself. Listen, I have to slap myself.
No, very scared.
You don't know like where to go with that. So you have to start with like a lighter slap or a bite. Because I've been in that situation where a girl was like, fucking hit me, and I've given her like a nice slap, and she's like, no, bitch, fucking hit me.
No.
So you don't know where to start, because you don't want to like accidentally fuck a girl up. You got to start soft and then work your way up. So don't come at me saying guys are pussy.
Well, if they don't hit me, I will hit myself. Okay?
You're like this. Watch.
I get to that. Sometimes I really be getting to that point where I'm like, if you don't fucking slap me, I will slap myself.
Slap the dog shit out of me.
I will slap the, like, I choke back. Like, I hit back. I fucking choke back. And like, it's so funny because like, I've had like hookups where like, I've like hit them back or like spit in their mouths or something. Like, there was this one guy, and I really fumbled the bag with this one because
fuck.
I'm not even gonna say who, but I really fumbled this bag. So like when he came, I immediately choked him out and spit on him, and he fucking blocked me.
Wait, you spit? Would we know who it is or no?
I'm not gonna comment, but like,
whoa, okay.
I was so hurt, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But it's not meant to be, okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know like what people are into, bro. Like, you got to kind of work your way into it. She's like, "Oh, this guy's about to nut." Fucking slaps the shit out of him and spits in his eye.
I fucking apparently ruined his nut. I was like, oh, "Sorry, I'm like the fun one." You know,
there's a whole industry for ruined nuts, isn't there? That's
like,
fine.
Fuck, like,
under the category.
That sounds terrible.
There's a category for everything. Don't worry.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I just wanted to have some fun. Like, I mean, like, I'm a bottom for sure. Like, I'm like simp on my knees, but like also like.
But only if the top is an aggressive motherfucker.
I really love like fucking with dudes because like I know I can get away with a lot of shit like sexually, and I'm like, I want to see how far I can push it. Like, you know,
you're a sick bitch.
You can get them to do shit they'd never do. Step out of their comfort zone. Just wild shit.
Yeah.
Right?
What's like the most wild thing that you've done to a guy and made a guy do that was like made them uncomfortable?
I mean, I've like fisted a guy before.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's disgusting. I don't even like seeing that.
But that's like
I don't
the
like seeing
maximum.
That with girls or anything.
Yeah, well, I've been fisted like a lot.
That guy was definitely gay, right?
Yeah, I saw. When I was doing my research, I saw there was a few gay videos that you did. I'm just like, that's a lot for me.
Me?
A lot. Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
You fucking pussy.
What do you mean? Gape videos? I find them gross.
Well, I'm bisexual, that's your opinion, so bro. I don't think anything of it.
What do you like shooting with better, guys or girls?
That's hard because some girls are.
There's no way anything beats dick.
I like girls, but like they're not experienced. Like I know that I could fuck the living shit out of a girl better than any guy can. Like for sure.
What does that mean?
1,000%. Like 1 majillion times.
Are you talking about like if you had a dick?
No, like me now. Like I could fuck the living shit out of any girl right now. Like better than any guy. Like for sure. 1,000. Like confident. But like I'm a giver, whatever, but like sometimes I like a girl who can fuck back just as good as I can. And there's only like so many girls that I know that can fuck me back harder, you know? But I mean, I love pussy, but like I do like guys because like I'm honestly like in love with like evil toxic dick. I love evil toxic dick. Okay, the second I know
let it out
that you're fucking tall, have a big dick, and you're toxic, like I'm in love, like for sure, like 1,000.
You're a sick fuck. I love it.
So like I like dick more. You know.
What's your ideal dick?
My ideal dick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're all different and they're all great in their own way.
Well, obviously they're snowflakes, but like you get to pick one dick. Like the Mona Lisa of dicks to you. What is it?
Well, I love like just big dicks, honestly.
Just huge.
I love massive fucking dicks.
Just like as big as you can possibly get.
Well, not like okay, no. Because I have had dicks that were like way too big. Okay. So like maybe like I want to say like not too like 8 inches is like perfect. Or like 7 to 8. But like I feel like girth is important.
Very important.
Girth
Absolutely.
is important.
Agreed.
Like length is like important, but girth is also evenly important.
So which is more important?
For the record, for the people listening at home, she said she loves big dicks and then said perfect is 7 or 8 inches. Yeah, so 7 or 8 is big. So all you fellas out there with your little 6-inch piecers.
Stop. No, I didn't say 6 inch isn't good. No, I love
7
all
or 8
cocks.
Is big.
I love
but 6
all
is
cocks.
Almost big.
Okay, like no, 6 is fine, whatever, you know, like I love it. But like I'm just saying like
well, we can't say 6 is fine because then anyone under 6 is like gonna kill themselves now.
No. It honestly like doesn't really matter, but like I'm just gonna say like when I do get railed, that 8-inch really be hitting, you know.
I don't agree. I was gonna say I agree, but that makes sense.
Man.
I almost fucking walked into that one.
Man? Come on, man.
That makes sense.
I know. I like feeling it in my gut, you know. I like feeling it in my guts.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Do you like anal?
Oh, I mean, I love anal, but like
okay.
I feel like
but like what?
I feel like people don't deserve it. Honestly.
Really?
I feel like people don't
deserve to get it or to be given it. So you're like you love anal, but like your asshole is like special.
It's special.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's super special. I feel like I only do anal with people that I really like really, really, really like. But honestly, like I feel like the pussy is just as good for guys because guys tell me like all the time like what like other girls' assholes feel like, what my assholes feel like, you know, and it's a totally different say that story. Yeah, they say like the muscle in the pussy has like more, it's like stronger.
Yeah, you know? I feel like there's just more of it.
Yeah,
in general.
They say that it feels better. Like on camera, anal looks fantastic.
Do we know?
The muscle.
The muscle. The possessal.
I feel like anal is like the first like, you know, inch or so where all the action is, and then once you're in there, it's like you're just fucking in there.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I mean I feel like it feels better for the girl than it does for the guy, type thing.
Really? Because I thought that
you might be right.
I think that's what everyone tells me. Everyone tells me like for everyone.
But the girls are so afraid they don't want to do it.
Well, it's like you got to ease into it. Like it's not, you know, your everyday run of the mill. Well, I guess if it gets to that point, it can be, but it's like it takes time. I feel like to get to that point if you're a girl.
Well, something that I really love is I love being DP'd, like for sure. Like I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Like DP, like my top number 1 DPs.
Is that just because it's hitting all the spots, or is there like something different that, you know, some special kind of feeling that you only get when you're getting DP'd?
I just feel like getting DP'd is just like, it's like, I love getting fucked so much that like I literally like lose sense of reality. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, so, I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
I have to like, like, I want to like go off into like Bambi mode, like going through the fucking woods.
What the
you know, like
let's go.
What is Bambi
so do you do a lot of drugs when you fuck?
So like, mode? if I'm getting like multiple like, what is the word? Like,
you don't want to have a choice but to like not feel your toes.
Like I literally like
toes throwing up gang signs.
I basically like being like almost forced to like leave my body, if that makes any sense. So like that.
Sure.
So being DP'd is like perfect for that because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
I mean, you're making me like want to be a chick that's getting DP'd right now. This is like it's the like most out of body experience. Like. That's exactly what I was going to say. This is the most out of body experience I've ever heard.
So out of
just
body.
From having sex.
It's so out of body.
That's wild. That's the first I've heard that. Good for you. Congratulations. Do you like getting your ass eaten? And I feel like getting your ass ate had its kind of moment that Bush is now having. Do we think that is still around for life, or do you think that's going to fade out? Personally, big fan
ass
of
eating.
Giving and receiving.
I feel like ass eating is good if you eat my pussy and my ass at the same time. If that makes any sense. It has to be like a joint thing. It has to be like
so like just ass. You're like take it or leave it.
Just ass. I'm like it's okay, but I would rather you be doing like something else.
It's like a tease almost.
It's like a tease. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's like a tease.
Interesting.
Can I kind of segue this to Sol NFTs?
For some of
our more devoted listeners. Jocelyn, why did you come over to Sol NFTs? What's your goal? Are you a member of any of these communities, or what's going on?
So
what got you into NFTs in the first place? Not even Sol.
Okay, so I've been in NFTs for like a year. But I was in ETH. So I started doing NFTs because I saw Grimes. Like I love Grimes. I'm a Grimes stan. So Grimes like did some like art and some like special music, and I was like, wait, that is so fucking cool because I've always been an artist my whole life. Like I like doing videos. Like I love shooting like my own like video. I never post them, but I've always wanted to be like a director or something. And
what kind of videos are these? Like
music videos or
just like artsy like videos. Like I've always like wanted to film like movies or something. I'm just like into cinematography, you know. So like I've always been interested in that, and I've always been interested in like making music and like drawing and painting. Like I'm very like artistic. So I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like people can just like own this, like mint it, like this is like a thing, because like I thought this was just like a hobby, like weird thing, like oh like maybe one day someone will hire me. It's a dream, you know, like some just stupid fucking dream. And like I was like, this is crazy. And so like I found OpenSea, and then I was like, wait, this is fucking crazy. So I started making art. I did that. And then I was like, fuck, like all these like projects are coming out. So like I'm going to like start looking into other projects and like get into communities and like do things. And it just became like an addiction because it like spirals into like crypto in general.
Oh, for sure.
And then like it just got to like addiction where like every day, every night I'm thinking about crypto, I'm thinking about fucking NFTs. And it just like started.
It's so annoying.
It started spiraling. And then like, then I'm like making art, and like I'm trying to figure out like my style during like when I make art, because I just started making digital art September last year.
On your OpenSea page. I think you should really move it over to Solana just because
I am
of the low transaction
form
fees.
Function.
I think
I'm on Form Function. You
can start to weaponize your simps.
More of an exchange art fan myself, but Form Function fucks.
I applied, they accepted me. Hell yeah. So I'm super happy about that. So I'm actually like moving my stuff to Form Function, and I'm really excited. But yeah, that's how I got into NFTs, and I hope to like do my art more. I'm still like learning what I want to do with digital art and like my style and stuff, because I just started like September last year. So digital art is like so different from physical. I feel like it's like relearning how to it feels like it's relearning how to do art, basically. There's so many different like brushes and techniques and things. You're basically like
so are you like a painter like IRL before you even found out about crypto and NFTs?
Yeah, I like to paint and like draw and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, I basically did that. And so I'm basically been relearning like my original art that I was making when I first got into NFTs is so different from the art that I'm making now. Like, but at first I was making art for other people because I was like, fuck, like I want them to like this. Like I'm like new, like I want people to like my art. And then now I'm like making art where I'm like, I'm just gonna like do what I'm feeling. Like I don't give a shit. Like this is what I feel. This is how I want, like, you know, like this is what's important, just making art that resonates with me.
I'm looking at your OpenSea right now.
I like
this is actually kind of trippy.
I like the art.
I feel like people would fuck with this. But this all looks like
I started making
is this like, and then there's a picture of your feet and you pouring milk on it, but that's a different collection.
No, yeah, I just added it to the same one. I actually did that yesterday. I wanted to make like a bunch of like cringe feet pictures.
It's like all these like kings and queens that look like chalk drawings, and then it's literally your feet in a stream of milk being poured on it. I'm a big milk guy though, so I respect it.
So my original,
but I do feel like this is a style that people would fuck with.
Yeah, my original like NFT ideas, like that was like the avatar kings and queens are like the second gen ideas.
Okay.
But that was like when I was like trying to figure out like my style, how I wanted to use Procreate and like the different options that they give you. So that was like pretty fun, making like these little avatars, like these little characters. So these are just kind of like the trial. And then after I started making characters, they just started getting more and more intense. And every day that I'm drawing, I'm like adding more emotion and like layers and like depth into like what the art is, and like figuring out my style, which is like pretty cool how it progressed.
Sure. So your goal in NFTs, let's say, if you had one, would it be to be like a successful one-of-one artist?
Yeah, I want to be a one-one artist, and I love being in the community. I feel like I always have so much to give. Like it's endless, like what I want to do for other people in the community.
What communities are you a part of?
Well, I'm saying
because you're newish to Soul.
I saw that you posted on Soul that you want to help artists get recognized. So I thought that was a nice gesture.
So I'm saying when I say community, I'm saying NFT community as a whole. Like I'm not gonna like border myself into like a little box. Like I'm not a box type person. Like when I do something, like I'm not especially doing it for someone. So like, yeah, even like what he said, like I said one artist. When I really thought about that is like, why am I like limiting myself to helping only one artist when I should be helping teams? Because the one artists are involved in the team. So
you need a team is what you need. You should start your own.
I know I should start my own, but I'm focused on other people more than I have no idea.
She's a giver.
You're the main event. You're the main event. Stop focusing on other people.
So I made a Twitter. I posted it first, but like I want to build it a little bit more before I redo it. But so I made a list of 50 lawyers that specialize in Web3 and crypto and licensing.
Interesting.
So whenever like someone gets fucked, like a one artist or an artist is getting taken advantage of, like their contracts are not being like, you know, gone through and everything, like they can go to them. So like I made a list for people to have resources. And then I also made like a mental health resource list for people dealing with mental health issues in the community, because I know like after the bear market, a lot of people were making a lot of worrisome comments on the feed. So basically right now, I just want to give people resources, like easy, like, I mean, anyone can go on their computer and look up a resource, but I want to make something right now where people can just click on my page. At? I have
on your Twitter?
I have a Twitter for it. It was in my bio, but I put it on my alt account. Like I have an alt for my alt account.
How many alt accounts do you have?
I have a main account, an alt account, and then but it's called Innocent Prayers. That's just like I have the handle for it. But it's like, it's super new. But right now I'm just building resources for people.
Okay.
So it's easy. And then I'm gonna like build from that because I have like a bajillion things that I'm always doing. So I'm just starting with this, like giving resources to people, like making it easy for people that need help with anything.
So can I ask you what first drew you to the soul space? Like, why did you first go into soul Twitter spaces or whatever?
Okay, so like, so when I got into NFTs, like one of the first people, this is like probably crazy, and like he's probably gonna like listen to this and think I'm like a simp or like I don't know, whatever. Like, so Function was actually like one of the first people in NFTs to follow me back.
Shocker.
So like,
fucking simp.
No, maybe I'm a simp, but like.
No, he's the boy.
Yeah, so he was like one of the first. So, but he always tweeted about soul, and I was like in ETH already. So I was like, I don't know what this is, but this is funny because he's funny, you know. And
hell yeah, we have fun over here, man.
It didn't have anything to do with his big
dick. He planted the seed a little bit in my brain, you know. He planted a very tiny seed. Stop. And like, so over time, over that year of him posting about like soul, like I see it on the feed, I'm like, And then so Daniel Mateo is like also like one of my really good friends. So I love him.
Who?
Daniel
Mateo.
I love him so much.
Oh, the bird kid that we had to convince to buy a dead god.
No. Stop.
He's in now. Okay.
He's such a good guy. Like he's like one of my like really good friends. So like I never really did spaces because I'm really shy. Like I think the first space that I ever went to, I was like so nervous. Like I was like, these people are gonna judge me and hate me. Like I didn't want to talk. I was like, I'm so stupid. Everything I'm saying is so dumb. Like I'm just gonna leave. And then I left. But then I got on a space with
you left.
so no, I'm really shy. Like I'm really nervous and anxious. And I went in a space with Daniel, and I was like, because I love Daniel, so I was like, okay, like maybe if I go in a space with Daniel, I'm not gonna be like shy, like maybe because he's my friend. And I went in this space, and he put me as speaker, and I was like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? I have to say something good. Like, can't be an idiot this time. And then they say something, and I'm like, say something about being a stepsister. I'm like, and then like immediately, like this is what started it all. I'm telling you, everyone like goes, what the fuck? And it's like 200 people or something, and they're all screaming like wild fucking monkeys. And I'm like, I was like,
I mean, that's how you make an entrance.
I was like, wait a second. I was like, I'm on to something here. I was like, I'm on to something here, because usually like I'm really nervous about what I say, as weird as that sounds, because I blur out anything that comes to thought. Like I was like, damn, like this is a good sign. So immediately after that, people fucked with me, and they're like, come to my space. And I'm like going into these spaces all day and night, all day long, talking in spaces, like going around. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then now I'm just like in everyone's space, I guess, like talking.
Man,
how do you know Daniel?
Well, I just like followed him. Like honestly, like we're just like kind of like shit talking online to each other.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to rep a set soon here. So that means you're gonna have to pick a top 10 Solana NFT to be a part of. You know, otherwise, what's going on?
What do you mean?
I agree, and obviously it's DeGod's.
Top
He's
10?
Saying we need you to commit to a community.
Which set are you
repping
right now? Yeah, what's the community that you represent most?
A community that I represent. I mean, I've only been in Solana NFTs for like 2-3 weeks.
Do you have any Solana NFTs?
I minted a few ones that are questionable. I haven't really gotten any. I'm trying to like look.
You got to use your. I'm switching over from ETH. What should I sweep tweet? You haven't done that yet, have you?
I have so Daniel and that whole group, that space got me into Solana. They spent like 2 hours like lecturing me about like why I should go into Solana. So that's like what,
because it's fun as
so
fuck.
that space changed me to a soul person. But I'm still kind of processing the switch. Because the market is so different and the way that these projects work are so different. Like I'm trying to like learn when I go into these spaces, I'm trying to like observe and absorb what the difference is in these communities and like the markets. So like Solana cares way too much about utility. Way too much.
What do you mean too much?
Because we can have utility because we don't have gas fees.
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean way too much?
I mean,
you
like
can't
it's
have
not
utility on ETH because every transaction costs $60.
It's not too bad in a bad way. I'm not saying it's bad.
I get what you're saying.
But I'm saying like an ETH, I'm used to just fucking buying something because I think it's gonna go up.
So I will say the biggest bull signal on Solana is when like a project is just fucking vibing and having fun, I feel like, and you see their presence all over Twitter and shit. The utility projects, I do think we do have a shit ton of them because we have the capability to actually have utility on Solana with the minimal transaction fees and how quick the network is.
Yeah.
But I do think they get capped, pretty hard at like whatever it is that their utility is worth to people, be it 10 Sol, 15 Sol. But you look at like the OK Bears, the DeGods, I mean, even some of the smaller projects like Primates right now is a good example of a project that has zero utility, but it's like people are just fucking vibing and having a good time. So that still very much is like one of the biggest things to look for, I think, when you're looking at Solana projects.
DeGods is a utility project, like even above.
No, okay, so DeGods is like completely. I've been observing like
above most ETH projects. DeGods is a utility project.
I am like a firm believer in DeGods because I feel like I didn't understand it at first. I didn't care. I was just like the people that no. So like I was like the people in it are actually like really cool and I fuck with them. So I started like creeping, doing my research, and I really feel like this is something that can spiral into something way bigger than anything. Like
I agree.
It's like there's
outside of just fucking Twitter.
I feel like
I'm
actually like when I think about it, I'm like more bullish on DeGods than like any project.
I agree with that.
Like,
I mean, I don't think there's like what other projects, like obviously like Bored Ape Yacht Club is the one that everybody compares to. And I feel like their number one thing is they have the like exclusivity and the prestige that comes with like owning a Bored Ape Yacht Club. And then they have like the brand and people are just proud to fucking represent it and like be a part of it. And I feel like that's one of the main things that DeGods has going for it. I mean, with the basketball team and then just the overall like Twitter presence and now like the IRL events and shit as well.
Yeah, I'm super bullish on DeGods. I'm super proud. Yeah, because I've been like in the community and stuff, and like I always like lurk and like look at people. Like I lurk everyone. I have a lurk problem. Like honestly, like if I've ever talked to you, I've probably have lurked the living shit out of you. But there's one thing that there's one thing that I notice always about like the people that build DeGods and are on the DeGods team is that like they're like very like they're about it. They're really about that shit.
Gang.
Like this is actually something that I've noticed like very recently that made me very bullish because like it just keeps spiraling into like something greater and greater and greater. And like you guys have so much like ambition and like passion and, like build for the project, and like I really admire that. I really admire.
I mean, you see Frank, that motherfucker is like eat, sleep, breathe, Twitter, DeGods, Duppies. Like he's just, I don't know. I don't even know when he sleeps, to be honest. Like he's just online all the fucking time.
He doesn't really sleep.
And that's for a lot of us like OGs. That's like the original bull case on DeGods. I feel like is for me. Listening to Frank.
I'd have been gone.
Yeah, me too. Listening to Frank talk in like Twitter Spaces and in Discord and shit when we were at like a 4 Sol floor and just listening to Frank's conviction and Frank being like, I am not going to fucking sleep until DeGods is the number one project in the world. And then on top of that, like the intellectual level that he's at and the way that he approaches things and everything is like fucking legit. Like there's a lot of NFT projects out there that the owners maybe are smart dudes in real life.
Most projects, I feel like there's a lot of them that just can't like really stand up when their owner needs to come out and
the
speak.
thing is too is like some of my favorite some of my favorite projects, like either the owner is kind of, you know, takes like not a public stance, like Cats on Crack. I don't think Pablo is very, you know, public. Mono, DAA, not very public.
Pablo, if you're public, come on the DeGodCast.
Hey Pablo, my DMs are open. No, I'm just kidding.
We found our third host. Let's get him on. But I feel like literally the DeGods team is just
it blows out of the water. It's like out of the water.
NFTs
crazy
all the fucking time. Whereas a lot of these other like successful projects, they almost kind of like work at a slower pace or like a less aggressive.
I feel like they might be NFTs all the time, but they're not like NFT culture all the time. Like I think that's kind of the difference. Like Tom's obviously NFTs
like Frank
all
is
the
time,
face
right? Of fucking Solana.
Okay, well,
like he's not
Frank
on
is a special. Frank is a special case. Okay, he's obviously a very special.
Frank is the face of Solana.
He's a special person. Not even in Solana. He's just a different case. Okay,
Beyond
but I
Solana.
feel like it's much more than NFTs. There's way more like technical. There's more emotion. It's way deeper than that. And I feel like most people only focus on the fact that it's an NFT. And I feel like that's what makes Frank and like your team different. Like it is much bigger than an NFT. Like I talked about earlier, like I did an ink blot test. And when I was describing the pictures to them, I was seeing like the whole picture. You know, and they were saying that some people see the little parts of the picture and say what they are, like, oh, this little piece is a bear. Oh, this little piece is like a flower. I'm looking and I'm saying like this whole thing, like describing like the whole thing as a whole picture. And like that's what makes people different. You know, like some people get the grand picture and then some people see like the small things. Like you have to look at like what this really is. Like, okay, yeah, it's an NFT, people collect it, but what are those people doing when they're at home?
Yeah.
Like what else are they doing? Like there's more to life than NFTs and there's more things to involve and incorporate with the NFT. Like
that's actually a phenomenal way to describe it. And I'm embarrassed that I'm the one that kept saying NFTs because I'm like the least crypto person probably. Like when I am in a group chat with a bunch of DeGods holders or like even at like in NFT NYC talking to people, like it's not about fucking NFTs. It's not about fucking crypto. Like we're all like, it's like just being with the boys in real life.
There's
like
it's
it's
100%
like
beyond
the
NFTs.
fucking boys.
It's like for us at least it's culture, and I think that's like not something to scoff at all.
Yeah, it's ripping shoeies.
It's ripping shoeies. It's buying fucking basketball teams, being owners. It's winning games. It's like you know, it's
or losing
it's beyond
games.
PFPs. This chapter would have said. You know,
people say that they build, and they're like, okay, but like, what is the maximum that you're building? They're like, okay, yeah, we have a coin. Like, okay, like we have a game. Okay, but like everyone has that. Like, what else are you building? Like I made a tweet like, oh, like you're building IKEA. Like that's cute. Like you say you're building IKEA. Like that's what I fucking mean. Like you should be like building mountains. Like you should be building like fucking
Mount
houses.
Rushmore, motherfucker.
Like what do you fucking mean? Like people limit themselves, and like I will never put myself in a box. Like, and people put themselves in a box all the time. Like you don't want to like be like, oh, I'm gonna build the dresser because everyone else is building the dresser. Okay, but what else is in your fucking house? What do you do when you leave the house? What do you do? Like, what do you think about when you leave the house? And then all you built was that fucking dresser.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's facts. Fuck. At a certain point, it has to be more than like crypto. I feel like.
like you have to incorporate like real things, real life. Like there's a real life out of Twitter and Spaces in crypto and NFTs that if you want to dominate, you have to incorporate these things that people are doing in their daily life, in their interest, in the things that they love to do. You can't just like,
I think that's a huge thing about DeGods is that there's millions, okay, not millions, sorry. There's thousands of people within DeGods that already have had their like life going on, are good at things and love to do things, and now they do them for DeGods, which is very interesting and which is fun when we see it going on. So, yeah,
it's like being in a frat. I think you were in a frat, Slate. I was too late.
It's
for
exactly
that.
like being in a frat.
It's like just always going to be part of your life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure. There's just less risk than being in a frat. That shit was kind of scary sometimes.
There's less risk being in DeGods than there is being in a frat.
Yeah, because like, all right, so you do something fucked up, you're just some dude from the internet. You know? Some dude in my frat does something fucked up, we have a problem.
Yeah. Real jail, not Twitter jail. Yeah, no, I feel that. Like that's the reason that I love DAA. I mean, I liked them before, and then they dropped a fucking beer. And I was like, I love beer. I'm even more bullish now.
Jocelyn, have you ever done a shoey?
No, but I have given people shoeys out of very long boots. I can actually maybe send you the video.
If you do a shoey right now, I'll do a shoey right now.
Well, I'm wearing like little house slippers, so I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, those look perfect, actually. They have a heel. They have a heel cup, right? Those look like they would go through the wash easy.
My little house slippers. So I will not be doing Jack Daniel's shoes.
How do you expect? How do you expect to get Duppy's whitelist if you're not going to?
I don't even know what a Duppy's is. So
quit playing with me. Quit playing with me.
All right, and that was DeGodCast episode 18.
No,
Jesus,
I support you guys and whatever you do.
We need to get you Duffy's whitelist, though.
I mean, that would be cool.
I mean, it's on her. Obviously.
She needs a scholarship.
It's on her.
Yeah, I mean,
she needs a scholarship.
I think it's cool.
She'll have to work for it like everybody else.
At this point, I really care about the people, not like I care about like teams and like the real people. Like I want to know like how you're doing and like
but money is nice.
I mean, yeah, money.
Although you get a bag from porn and you're in France right now, so you're probably doing all right.
Wait, we never got the response about how. So is it OnlyFans or whatever that you're doing now beyond porn, or like how much money you make?
OnlyFans, is that a OnlyFans and OnlyFans collab?
What's it called? OnlyFans.
Okay, fans. That's next on the OK Bears roadmap.
When I promote
that's
my
the OK Bears roadmap now, dude. The fucking Web3 OnlyFans. OK fans.
Oh my god,
they would make a bag. Good. Fuck wristbands, dude.
That is so funny.
Jesus. What was the question?
My question was how's she doing on OnlyFans? Like,
okay. Well,
you have a love-hate relationship with it.
Okay, so I took a 2-year break. So I took a 2-year break. I didn't do OnlyFans really. So I just started doing it a month ago again. So I have to get back my fans. I mean, I have a bunch again, but like I need more. I'm thirsting for more fans.
What is that?
Start it on Solana. Weaponize your Sims. It's simple. It's easy.
I honestly never post my OnlyFans on my Solana.
Is having Sims dope?
It's cool. Do
you milk them for like free shit?
No, I do not milk anyone. I've never milked anyone. Damn. I probably should like learn how to
not
do
even
it.
A cow?
I'm such a giver. It sucks. I never asked for anything.
You got to work on that a little bit, bro.
Really
I can imagine one of the best things about being a girl, especially a girl in Web3, I would milk the fuck out of my Sims for just everything, dude.
I really should.
You could be rich.
I never asked for anything. Never.
I'm sure you probably don't have to ask. I'm sure they offer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that offer, but I have to sometimes I have to say something to remind them, or I don't know. You just
don't like the transaction type shit.
First of all, you have a PO box, right? Because obviously we're not giving out the real address to the fucking Twitter Sims, so that's a must.
Oh well,
And
I
then
mean,
feel like
I don't accept gifts or any. I
Why?
don't know.
I accept gifts, bro. Gifts
I
are the
mean-
best.
Honestly, what are you talking about? What if they're NFTs though? That's the easiest.
Yeah, like
gift to
okay, yeah.
accept.
So if you want to send me Soul NFTs, it's Jocelyn.soul. Go ahead,
we
dump your
go.
wallets.
You owe us
Spell
a
it.
little bit for everything you get in,
JOSELINE.soul. So
Did you get that, or did you have to buy
no,
that? That's
yeah,
kind of
I got that, and I have Jocelyn.eth.
Well done.
And if anyone wants to send me some ETH projects,
You want Jocelyn to be a part of your project? Just send her a piece of your project. It's simple.
yeah, just send, if you want me to be in your community, then just send it to me.
She won't rock the PFP, but
Yeah, I mean, if I have a really good one that like looks like me and is like on brand, then I'll rock it. But people send me like weird shit that's like not on brand.
I'm sure.
And I'm like, you really want me to like change my brand for your like project? Like, no, sorry.
That's why personally, I'd rather accept like real gifts than NFTs.
God,
like, I don't care about
really
your one of one
wish I
NFT
was
that's
like
not
that.
worth anything.
I feel like I only accept gifts from someone who's like my boyfriend.
JB, if you made an Amazon wish list, I guarantee you would get everything you wanted within a month. I guarantee.
That's a good idea, but I
Start it up.
definitely just like would be doxing my like home address to everyone. I need a PO box.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like if
I
you want
know,
to
I
gift me anything or do anything for me, you just have to do it. Like I was like,
Just be my boyfriend.
like yeah, if you're my boyfriend and you're like simping and you're just like giving me shit, like I don't care. But like literally, like so I have like 8 suitcases, and I had to in Paris. Like we don't have elevators, and I had to like go up.
What?
Yeah,
They have
so I like
servants.
so I change like where I am all the time, like location, and
sick.
my neighbors, like it was like Emily in Paris type shit. My neighbors were like, we're gonna help you, like they knew English, and I was like,
Yeah.
I literally was like sweating, having an asthma attack. Like I slept for 2 hours because I was on Spaces all night, like talking shit and absorbing and like and doing research. And like they're like, we're gonna help you, like we're gonna help you have a. And I'm like sweating, like, no, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do it myself.
Bro,
I love you, thank you.
Come on.
And
man.
like I literally just like I did all of it myself. Like I just can't. I'm just like,
When did you get
hate
to
it.
No,
Paris?
you gotta know.
That looks like a newly made bed. You just got
Wait,
there?
Is that a
where?
bed? I
This
thought it
is
was a
my
couch.
couch. I'm on a couch.
It's a couch, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is the
Very
couch. I have a
blurry.
couch in my
Slate,
room.
as you can tell by the blank wall behind him, has like no furniture and no decorations.
No
so you
frame of
have to
reference.
excuse him.
Yeah, so
Are you just move around because you can, because you like, do OnlyFans shit occasionally?
well,
that's
yeah,
fire.
I'm staying here. I have to like finish something. I've been here for so long. So like when I leave, I have to do like legal stuff and like finish paperwork and stuff because I've been here for like almost a year. Like permit, like residence permit, like visa stuff. Because
In France for a year, just because? I mean, what? Go ahead. Don't stop now. We're fucking an hour and 7 minutes into this.
What
Like,
do you
can tell us anything.
Okay, I don't know.
Are you running away from the country? Are you wanted?
No, I'm not wanted. Why do you think I moved here?
I mean, it's France. Like, I can't imagine it sucks. Like, if I had the capability to just move wherever, I would do it as well.
I moved here because I was with someone and they were from France, and I thought that
French boyfriend.
And I thought that they would stop being who they were if they were at home, if they were with their family. And
because who were they?
And because I'm a very I'm a very forgiving person, and I was like, oh, like they'll
porn.
What?
Porn boyfriend?
No, he's an NFTs.
So who?
But I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna dox him. But
I don't really care who it is. But he was an NFT shithead, and you thought that moving him back to France would fix him?
I got him into NFTs, and I like made him an NFT fucking shithead.
Zombie.
So like yeah, so I'm not gonna go like too deep into that. But yeah, so I thought he would be happier if we moved here with his family and stuff. And then we ended up breaking up, and then I ended up getting like stuck here.
Just staying?
I have to finish
Stuck or staying?
Well, both. I have to like finish legal stuff before I go back home. So I'm just finishing legally.
It doesn't sound like the worst gig, honestly.
It's not that bad.
I mean, besides like the shitty ex-boyfriend
It's
part.
not that bad because I'm like on vacation, you know, but I just have to wait because they're so slow here. No one works. And like
oh god, that sounds terrible.
Everything is closed all the time. So like when you do things, it takes months.
Okay, that actually sounds terrible.
Yeah, so like, but it's not that bad because I'm on like vacation every day. I'm smoking on the terrace, having coffee, like living my best French girl life, you know? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So, but I do miss home.
Did you have boyfriends when you were doing porn? Or was that just like impossible?
I did have a boyfriend that I was with for a little bit, but yeah, that ended. He was like really jealous. He ended. I don't know. I'm over it.
Can't imagine it's easy. I do wonder.
I dated off and on, but I feel like I run away from relationships. Honestly, I get really scared that they're gonna hurt me, and like when I feel like I like someone too much, I usually just like run away. So like that's like.
Can I just say? It makes a lot of sense now that you were seeing a therapist earlier.
No, stop.
We should all see a therapist. Don't be a hater. Everyone here should see a therapist.
No, I wasn't seeing it. Why are you saying that? I will no, just like people hurt my feelings a lot, and like I don't like when I like someone, I really do like them, like for who they are, you know, and like I just.
Is it because you're that bitch? You think that people like can't handle you being that bitch?
I don't know.
It's a genuine question.
I don't know, but I feel like when someone likes me too much, I always run because I'm scared that they're gonna hurt me, so I just avoid it. I think it's like called something. I think it's called something. I think it's called like avoidant. Like there's like I think there's like 4 types of like relationships.
I saw it recently. It's called like.
I'm sure
I'm like for sure the avoidant. Like if I know that someone likes me too much or like likes me or anything, I will literally like sabotage the relationship.
So you are hesitant to get in relationships because you get hurt and bullied. But then when there's somebody who really likes you then you are. Huh?
Fuck them.
I don't know. Well, no, I think I'm just scared that I'm gonna like someone and then they're gonna hurt me. So like once I start like liking them back, I'm really scared of them. But like it's fine though because like I don't feel like anyone that I've liked was right for me. So it's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. You know.
I was gonna say, does it make more sense to push somebody away before they have the chance to hurt you, or to kind of see it out and give them the chance?
I'm glad that I did that though because like it kind of like it makes me.
Well, what if nothing bad ever happened?
Well, it's fine though because now I have more options of better people.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter. It's fine. I'm not like too worried about it.
Fish.
But
so if you had to buy an NFT right now, which one would it be? Soul NFT.
Wait, what? Sorry, you were rugging a little bit.
If you had to buy a Soul NFT right now, which one would it be?
I feel like the best investment would obviously be a DeGods.
Duh.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking way up of a question.
Like, what the fuck kind of question is that?
Why then?
Right,
I just explained that.
Yeah, I got a question that I
give me
thought
some
was
more.
good.
Give me funny questions. Fuck the serious questions.
Yeah. I thought this was a good one, and then afterwards I was like, this is way too fucking easy, but I'll ask it anyways. And then I have a second iteration of the question. Fuck, marry, kill, Frank, Function, and Daniel Mateo.
Daniel, you said Alex earlier.
I just changed it.
You changed it to Daniel? Okay, well...
Fuck, marry, kill, Frank, Function, or Daniel.
Okay, well, this is kind of crazy, okay?
It was way too easy before when it was Frank, Function, and Shill and Villain.
No, well, the problem is, like, I know this might be weird, but I really do love Alex. Like, he's, like, a very, like,
Even though he's short?
Well, Daniel
Is he short?
Daniel is short, okay? So like
Damn, bro.
no, but like no, Alex is like taking me under his well, he's basically like I don't know, he's like he believes in me. Like
Your soul mentor.
no, yeah, like people don't normally believe in me, but this kid like really believes in me and sees the potential in me, like like on a serious
Cute.
note. But like
All right,
well, I'm glad I excluded him.
No, so I mean, yeah, but okay, so for the other thing, like okay, so we all know like Function is a fuck boy. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Function is the fuck for sure. He will slap the shit out of you.
I don't even know. I don't even want to give him that much credit. Okay, I don't even know what he. I don't even know what he's packing.
I will.
So
it's big,
I mean,
as we've heard.
If it's whatever. I mean, I guess, but I really don't think that Function will ever want to get married to anyone realistically. I don't even like know him like that. But and so yeah, Mary, so Frank, well, what is that?
That's Frank.
What does that mean?
Like,
What the fuck? So you're trying to debate between marrying Frank and Daniel right now?
No, I would never fuck or marry Daniel.
So you're gonna kill Daniel?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't kill him
murder in
though.
cold blood.
So it's fuck Function, marry Frank, and kill Daniel. That's it.
I mean, yeah.
Let's get Daniel on right now.
Well, I love Daniel so much.
What are your thoughts on Jocelyn wanting to kill you?
I feel like when I think of these answers, I think a little bit too like intellect. Like, would I really marry Frank?
Well,
I mean,
you can only fuck, marry, and kill like the three of them.
I think like so technical about this. Like,
well, I mean, we've interviewed Function. Like, he's wifey material.
You think
he's a little loose. I think he's a little loose.
If you smoke a lot of weed, I could see him settling down.
Well, honestly, I don't know these guys enough to judge them, so they're gonna have to work for it. Honestly, if you guys are listening to this, you don't have it that easy. I'm not gonna fuck or marry you. You're gonna have to do a little bit more work than what you guys are doing because you're slacking.
All right, I got another one, another iteration of this, and this one is, I mean, completely. This is the sole project founder version of Fuck, Marry, Kill. You ready?
Okay.
Fuck, Marry, Kill, still Frank, Monolith from DAA.
I don't know who that is.
And Soulport Tom.
I'm just gonna like delete all of it and just say Frank.
Wow, just hots for Frank. Just like all three Frank. Marry him, fuck his brains out, and then kill him in his sleep.
I would never
Frank,
kill him.
got it.
I would no. He's a special person. Okay.
He is, and you just said you'd buy a DeGod, and then you would send DeGods to 0 if you killed Frank. So
I didn't say that.
Can't do that. You have a heart tattoo on your finger, ring finger.
What? I have
Which one's on your ring finger?
I have the Cartier ring.
No, not the ring, the tattoo.
Oh, I have like the spades, the diamond, the.
But which one's on your ring finger? The heart, right?
Yeah, the heart. But it was unintentional.
I used to have the same tattoo.
But it's not on my marriage hand. It's on my right hand.
No, yeah.
So,
I had the exact same tattoo. I got the King of Hearts.
Crazy.
With my ex-girlfriend, and she got the Queen of Hearts.
Crazy.
And I went scuba diving the next day, and literally the whole thing fell off.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, finger tattoos are really difficult. So.
Yeah, they come off real quick. Like my shit is gone now, luckily. But I saw that in one of your pictures. I was like, oh, let's go. Matching tats.
Let's go. Guy. We're matching.
I'm going back to porn, right? Are we still gonna? Do we have any more NFT questions?
You can, you can ask whatever you want.
Jocelyn?
I don't care.
That's what I want to know. Everyone wants to know when you're gonna start your own DAO.
Whenever I have a team.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a free mint because she's a giver.
I'll be there.
I mean, that's something that I would do, honestly, but I really have to work on that.
if it's a free mint and you set the royalties to like 10%, you could still make a bag because people are probably going to trade them.
I need people to tell me what to do. Honestly,
we'll find people.
I'll be an advisor.
God, I really do. Like I feel like
3% of the mint, and I'll be an advisor to your project. And I can also find you a team that won't rug you.
God, I swear to God, I'm like this in like every situation. Like I have to have people telling me what to do because I'm so like.
That's fair.
I don't even know the word, but
are foot fetishes real?
I have a foot fetish a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
not
That's
really,
one of our buddies.
But like a little bit.
Wait, what do you mean not really?
Like 25%. Like I'm not like a full foot. Like I kind of got a little foot fetish.
So what quarter of the foot turns you on? I
don't know. I think it's just because like I'm so sexual. I just start sexualizing like body parts. Like
any like piece of skin, you'll sex it up.
I am so horny for hands.
Really?
Like, for real.
I mean,
like, if I see your hands and you have good hands, it's game over. Like, stop. No, stop showing hands. No, but I am like...
hands are clean, though, and hands, like, do bomb shit. Like,
God,
feet are dirty and don't do much of anything.
I hate when, like, undoxed guys like post their hands doing something and I'm like, oh my God, stop, it's like porn. I'm like, stop posting your hands, please. But
all the Apple Watch shots where it's just the guy's hand in the Apple Watch and NFT.
God, I like made a Hinge because like I think it's funny to like conversate with guys and like I go through Hinge and I'm like literally looking at the hands. Like when I go through the pictures, I'm like what do their hands look like? And I literally like flipped through like it's crazy. Yeah, it's a little weird, but
I guess it shouldn't be surprising because like I mean hands are way more like normal than feet, I feel like. But I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that they had a hand fetish. And like obviously
I feel like I can tell like someone's whole personality by looking at their hands. But I feel like when I really think about it, you know, like people who like palm readers.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
It might be like similar, I guess, but I can really tell about someone when I look at their hands. Like I can really. Yeah, it's like weird.
Like what?
I can tell.
Like, what are you looking for?
When they I can tell their
Tell me.
When people talk with their hands, I know everything about them, what they're doing with their hands. Like
you know that they're Italian.
No, like
they talk with their hands.
It's so deep.
Tell me about myself.
It's so
Tell
deep.
me about myself right now.
No, like seriously. So yeah, that's like a weird fetish that I have.
Okay.
That's not.
But 25% foot fetish. What 25%?
I feel like maybe it's like
the ankles or
no, I like girl feet. I don't like guy feet.
Okay, because they're like pretty.
I like girl feet.
They're not hairy.
They're pretty, and like I feel like maybe so I've been doing porn so long that there are things that I didn't think were hot are hot to me now because I've done it so many times. If that makes any sense. Like
DP.
Well, I've always liked being DP'd. So like, but there's things like where I've had to do like foot stuff with girls and I didn't really like it. And then like over time I eventually like liked it. And I was like, actually this is kind of like hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, Jit Jesus.
Yeah.
Foot fetishes are normal. You're welcome.
Okay.
Do you have any regrets on being doxxed in like crypto, Twitter, and NFTs? Like, is it hard to deal with or not?
I made an undoxed profile actually, and it was doing pretty well where I just posted art and like I didn't dox myself. But like I was like, I have so many accounts. I keep hiding myself. I'm done hiding myself, okay? Like I am who I am. Like this is me, and if people don't like it or if it's weird or like I did porn, like fuck it. Like I'm myself, and like if people don't fuck with that, like there's no other me. Like I'm the one.
Right. And let's be real, like it doesn't hurt the engagement in the follower count.
I really don't.
To be a dox chick on Twitter.
I don't even look at it. I don't fucking care. Like I honestly just want friends and like people who fuck with me. Like that's all I'm like if I have 5 people that fuck with me and love me, like that's all I care about. Like and I just want to make other people happy. I just want to love other people. Like, one of the things that I love to do and I think about all day long is like, how am I going to make people feel? Like, I want to make people feel things. Like, if I say like I had a profession, it would be making people feel emotions. Like, my job as a porn star is to make people feel loved or horny or happy or like relieved. It's like a sex therapist, So I'm thinking about these things. I'm like, not only do I like doing those things, but I like making people happy. I like making people like inspired. I like making people feel things. And like, that's what I want to do. Like, I don't care about engagement or like any of this shit. Like, I just want to like make an impact on someone's life and on their day.
JB,
I fuck with that.
what do you think our job would be if we were going from that same criteria? What would our job be?
Like, what is my goal?
In terms of people, in terms of how we make people feel, shit like that.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear that like I go about my entire persona, be it on this podcast, on Twitter or whatever, like to just make people laugh. Like, all I give a fuck about is like having a good time and like being funny and trying to make other people have a good. Agreed.
I think
nothing is fucking real.
I think the whole point of this show also is to make people have a good time. It's not to tell people alpha or any of that bullshit.
No,
it's for, and actually beyond for you guys, it's just for me to hang out with JB. I cherish my time hanging out with JB.
Yeah, I should start charging you for that, honestly.
No, we're beyond that.
No, I agree. I think, I mean, I made a fool out of myself at the DeGods event when somebody mistakenly passed me the mic when I was hammered and asked me to make a speech.
Aww.
And my speech was basically, we're all here to have a good fucking time. And that was it. And then ripped the shoey and then got the fuck off stage.
That's so wholesome. Like, that's all that matters. But, like, yeah, the NFT space, like, whatever, we're having a good time, but we're still in real life. We're still people. We're still humans. We still have lives. Like,
yeah. And maybe it's different. Like I have, like, this is not a job to me, right? Like, this is not, like, my life does not depend on any of this. DeGods could go to zero tomorrow and crypto as a whole could be a fucking scam and blow up, and like I would be fine and I would still, proceed with what I'm doing.
Still
so
have, like Friday, what's it called?
Hawaiian Shirt Fridays.
Yeah, you'd still have Hawaiian Shirt Fridays.
You're fucking right. I would. Yeah, so I'm here for a good time, not a long time. If it happens to be both, like, fuck it, I'll take it. So, what's your go-to Halloween costume?
My go-to Halloween costume.
Like, do you do like slutty Halloween or funny Halloween?
I mean, I never really dress up for Halloween. So like, I lived in
what?
No, so I lived in New York for a very long time, off and on. Like, so I lived in
city.
Yeah, in Manhattan. So when I lived in LA for like 6 years, I was also living part time in Manhattan. And every single like Halloween, I would spend in Manhattan. And I never really dressed up. As weird as that is, I always just kind of.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never really dressed up. I was just, vibing. Yeah, I don't really do that.
So if you like had a life growing up and did dress up for Halloween, what would you have wanted to dress up as?
What would I dress up as? I don't know.
Just pick slutty or funny, because there's two types of girls.
I think I would obviously be slutty.
Yeah, okay.
I love slutty Halloween costumes. They're cute.
I was hoping for a curveball, but that's totally fair.
What do you mean?
Did you I mean, I was gonna say I do both, but like obviously I don't get super slutty for Halloween, but hot and funny.
Yeah, maybe someone can give me ideas.
So what do you wear, JB? What would be hot and funny for you?
Oh my god.
Like a hockey jersey, but then I use like my wife's mascara or whatever the black shit is, and like I paint out some of my teeth.
Oh my god, gross. I'm sure you can use something better than that.
And a backwards cap, so it's like hot and funny.
Hot and slutty.
Hot and slutty, yeah. Did you go to school? Do you have like a degree or anything?
No, but yeah, so I had a hard time in school. I didn't really like fit in. A lot of people like started drama with me, and like I'm like kind of like an empath. So like when people around me in school were like being like negative or feeling the same way, like I couldn't like function in school. So like I ended up doing homeschool a lot, and I grew up in Montessori school. Like I thrived in Montessori school, like because I'm very artistic. I ended up dropping out. Like I fully went out of school, and
What grade?
well, I got to like overwhelmed when I was like 15 in high school. Like I was off and on in school then, but that's like when I really full time went homeschooled, because every time I was homeschooled, I would go like, oh, well, I'm gonna try this year to go like meet friends and like be in school, and it just never worked out. And that was the year
And now that ship is probably sailed.
It sailed. Like, I was finally done. Like,
can you imagine if you tried going back to college like now?
No, I couldn't, because everyone would try to fuck me. But like after that, I was like, I'm gonna do my online degree, and like I ended up not finishing it because I just got like too overwhelmed. But I wanted to go to school for like animal conservation.
Did you ever think of your most awkward moment in porn?
My most awkward moment in porn. I mean, I hate when they come in my eyes because it's like burning, and then like it literally like makes me like I have pink eye for like maybe like 24 hours. And like, yeah, I hate.
Did you ever show up to like a shoot the next day and be like, I swear to God, it's not pink eye?
Well, usually they have really good makeup artists that do my makeup, and they cover everything.
Can't put makeup in your eye though.
I know, but like, you know, you can like finesse a little bit by then. Like there's like eye drops and like flushing my eyes out, and you know, there's like a few things that you can do.
What was your favorite type of porn to shoot?
My favorite
Assuming
type
you
of
did
porn?
like everything.
My favorite type of porn. Oh, I love gonzo, like oil scenes, or
what
like gonzo means like no storyline.
I know that from like Hunter S. Thompson. He did gonzo reporting, but what is gonzo?
Slightly different.
I love gonzo. I love gonzo, but it's like it relates a lot to my real life. Like I love when guys are just like, we're gonna fuck right now, like in the car, in the parking lot, like in the grass, in the park, like, you know, like I'm like super like in the moment. You know, I
feel like it's just anything goes.
Like
type shit.
If you want to like go in the park and like fuck in the flowers, that's like my romantic shit. Like that gets me going.
What's the best public place you've ever fucked?
Well, I mean, my favorite is just like, you know, like in the grass, touching grass and the flowers, like getting dirt all over me and like getting railed in the flowers.
Just so fucking romantic. A random field. Okay. And what's the worst? Least favorite?
The least favorite. I think like,
I can tell you mine while you think.
I think like dressing rooms are like my least favorite, because I don't like to be quiet. I like to be loud.
That doesn't even sound that bad.
But I like to be loud. So like I don't want to get in trouble. And then the whole time I'm thinking about getting in trouble, and I can't like enjoy the moment, you know.
My worst is porta potty at a music festival in the summer.
Okay, well.
It's fucking hot and disgusting.
You're a fucking freak. Okay.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sometimes. That was a one and done situation though. And then best, I don't know, honestly.
Damn.
I fuck with like beach sex. Like I used to live, I had a 1-bedroom on the beach for a long time, and it was like shooting fish in a barrel.
Where do you have a bedroom on the beach?
It's okay. It's just sandy, you know. I mean, it's romantic.
Oh, lifeguard tower, bro. Under the stars.
Oh my God, what
shit.
Yeah, fucking on trees is like the best. But like, yeah, I mean, honestly, like
what?
Fucking on trees.
I said fucking on trees.
Yeah.
Oh, like high?
What?
Just fucking on trees.
Like in a fucking tree, or
like
on
a tree.
That's what I said. I said, oh, like high, and you looked at me like I had two fucking heads.
You're acting weird about it.
Yeah.
You're acting weird.
Oh
that's
my
fire.
Gosh.
No, I was trying to clarify, because I was talking about like having sex in a lifeguard tower. I thought she was maybe talking about fucking like in a tree fort or some shit.
Not like in a tree fort, like on a tree. Oh my God.
I got you. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, but honestly,
Shrooms too.
yeah.
Oh, on E too?
Oh my God, are you?
I would never do that.
Why? pussy.
It's too much.
Oh my
God.
People say that it like ruins sex for you. It's not like that.
I'm just kidding.
Crazy.
Like,
I
it's
don't really
fucking
like
fantastic.
it. I don't like it. I like being like with someone that I like, having like passionate, rough sex. Like I love hate sex too. Oh my god!
Baby
like
girl,
I
you need
love.
help. I'm just gonna tell you that you need.
Well,
help.
no, I mean,
So
you like
what?
getting the shit slapped out of you. So
Yeah,
it makes
Yes, I
sense.
love to hate fuck. Like I love getting in a fight and then just like being like, what the fuck, and like
So
fucking
much.
the shit
I'm not
out of
gonna
each
lie.
other.
It like takes me. I have to like prep myself
Oh, I love
to have like
it.
makeup sex or like fighting sex. Like, because
Oh,
if
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
if me and my wife are fighting, like I'm actually fucking
Fucking
mad,
love
bro.
it so much.
And I have to like.
Oh,
Exactly.
Like,
She's
I
talking
know-
about like some fake ass hate sex, like, oh, we hate each other, but like,
no, I want to
feel
put
like
holes in the wall. I want to fucking
Yeah.
put holes in the wall and shit. Like,
people are like that too. Like I know, like when me and my wife get in a fight and it's like winding down towards the end, like I can tell by the way she's looking at me that she's ready to fucking go. And I have to like I'm actually mad. I'm like, no, fuck you, bro. I'm mad at you. But then I have to I work through it and I'm like, all right, fuck you.
God,
Let's go.
It must be
fucking
done.
love hate sex. God, like we just like beat the shit out of each
This
other.
one's for you,
it
babe.
must be
Oh,
done, and I will do
fucking
it.
love it. Like hate
Yeah.
sex gets me going. Like that's like the fuel in my veins. Just being like, I fucking hate you, but I love you.
Wow,
I'm gonna
you are
fuck the
toxic
shit
as
out of
fuck.
you.
Yeah, there's a problem.
I'm not toxic, maybe a little bit. I don't know. No, it's good vibe. I'm just passionate. I'm not toxic. I'm passionate.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depends
I'm
on
all
if it's
about
positive or
feels.
negative
Definitely.
passion. but
Whatever it is, if it's positive or negative, I'm passionate about it. Like,
hell yeah. I
Yeah.
feel you. All right. Well, Slade, do you have any more questions?
I feel like that's about it.
I feel like that's about it. Thank you, first of all. It's very fun. Much different than our regular boring crypto interviews. So thank you for
yeah,
providing
talking
some
about
entertainment.
crypto is like a little.
Forget
I got
about
about-
a little bit.
I got like 20 minutes of crypto talk in me, and then I'm like, anything else, please.
Yeah.
So this was a fun one.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate you. Thank
Yeah, I
you for
appreciate
giving
you.
us your time,
Thank
even
you,
though you're
guys.
clearly so very, very shy.
Oh yeah,
And,
I'm shy.
You'll get over it, and I have high hopes for you in the Solana space. I think you will make something very good and very helpful to many people because
Thank
you are
you.
a fucking giver, girl.
Yeah, I'm a giver. I'm gonna give it to everyone.
And Slate chapter. We out.